Hello, my name is Ashley. Today I'm going to show you how you can prune your beautiful apple tree. I didn't do it for a couple years, so I want to prune it. You can see how much branches grow up. I want to have less apple quality than quantity, which last year gave me a lot of apple, which you can see there's still few on them that they didn't grow too big. This is a Fuji tree, even though they were very, very delicious, but usually it gives a little bit bigger. I want to cut it before the flowers bloom, because once the flower comes, I will feel very bad to cut them and get rid of them. So now I have nippers over here, and I have this big one isn't to have a chain thing. I don't want to do with that because it's not sharp, so I have to prune them. So what I have to do, like the way you see over here, there is really a lot of clutter and extra branch there was, because like I said, I didn't do it for 2 years, and I want to get rid of some of them. They are really crowded and it's not allowing to see the sun, and outside I have a Christmas tree that it's covering it. So I'm gonna leave those little branches, I guess. The way you see over here, usually sometimes I like to keep, let's say you have one big branch, the tree, it's always good to give one trunk and, you know, 3 trunks together, like 1, 2, 3. And then this one will give 1, 2, 3. You know, that's how usually I do, but sometimes it doesn't work because always it pops here and there, and sometimes you feel very, very bad to cut them. So, and like I said, it's very, very crowded. You see over here, there is extra branches, which the sun doesn't see it. It doesn't take care. So what I have to do, I have to cut them, and you have to try to cut them like very, very close. You see here a lot of small branches that we really do not need it. We have to separate them. You see it's covers on top of each other. I have to cut them. And when you see branches that it's like, for example, here, this is the top, the ends of it, for example, it's going this way, this one going this way, or when you see it's between each other, it's always what it is like good to clean it, to cut it, so this way it will have a lot of air space. I have to cut this over here, like the way you see it, how it's cooked, and this one over here. Sometimes, and if you want, you can always, like you see where is the last buds, for example, you can cut it and it can go straight up. Here you see like extra branches I have, which I want to cut it. I'm going to prune it plenty, so what it does, the tree will give me really good fruits. This is here a little extra. I'm gonna just take those things out because really, like the way you see here, it's like instant to come this way, it's going towards to the other trees, it will bother them. You see over here the branch, it has so many cluttered branches. So what I have to do, I really have to clean them very, very good, because like this one, for example, it's going between the others. So I'm gonna cut this here closer. There is a lot of work to be done, small pieces there is extra branches. We're gonna open it because we need the tree to have air at the same sun. There is air, maybe it will flow, but once the leaves grows up, it will be so crowded and cluttered that you're not even gonna see where is the fruit, where is the flowers. And like I said, come this way, show them, like over here, you see, it's like the branches growing this way, and those are extra, like we really do not need them. Cut those little pieces. And I want to say that like one time I cut another tree, which I cut it like when the ends was growing. If it's really cluttered a lot, let's see what it is. Cut them because the new buds will grow. But if you cut every edges of your tree because you want to shape it, what you do is you kill the hormone, because the hormones are at the ends, you know, to grow more. But when you chop them, then the tree, it will be upset and it might not give you fruits. So really, like you see here, it's already inside. I might not need this, but I'll see over here the new buds coming out, so I'm just gonna, and try to cut them an angle, because when it rains, for example, if it collects water in it, it can get diseases. And you make sure that always your trunk, it will be, I have to cut here, there is plenty I have to cut. This one we have to get rid of it. Actually, I have to cut this all because I don't think I need this one over here. This is pretty strong over here. It's okay, this way it's easier for me to handle it. So there is a little, those extra little branches that you see here, I don't need them. I don't need to have them to grow. This is under, for example, and there will be no sun. You see here extra branches, and especially they are long. I have to cut it, because don't be afraid of cutting it. It will always give you more fruits, more. There is here, this branch is going to the inside, and it's like I said, if there is a lot of leaves coming out, they are going to cover to each other, and you're not going to be able to have good fruits. So I think I need to get a little bit bigger. I need my nipple to prune them. Here you see, this is, for example, it's under, and it's not gonna do any good for me. I have to cut them. It's good to have a big nipple like this, because it's easier to cut. It will, I'm gonna cut this completely from the bottom, because it's gonna be hard for the tree to see sun. Here, the way you see here, like it's like cluttered, and it's under. This is like extra for me to keep it, and the tree is going to work very hard to bear fruit, to give fruits. We don't need this, and I don't need this over here. Those extra little branches, what it does, it takes a lot of energy from the tree, and it doesn't give you good fruits. So over here, from the top, we have to take plenty. We have to work a lot with this tree. It needs a lot of help. Like I said, for 2 to 3 years maybe, I didn't prune it. Those extra branches, I want to cut it so it will get stronger, my tree, and it gives me good fruits maybe. The one that it's, like I said, it's curving, it's going between each other. Try to prune them. Here, like you see, it's too cluttered, too crowded. So I have to thin it out. Like I said, make sure you cut them always at an angle. So what it does, the rain, you see those branches, for example, going that way. We need to cut those. We do not need it. We have to cut the right way. There we go. And one more thing too, like you see the branch, it grows all of a sudden very long. It's like a sucker. You see here another bud, you can just cut it from here. So this way it doesn't get, like you see those branches. Here it is one, it's growing the other side. I don't want that, but I'm not gonna cut it too short. So I'm gonna just cut up on top of the eyes. Here you see it's kind of cluttered. So you get couple of those branches away. There you go. And there is a lot of like skinny ones. You can just prune them away. Don't be afraid of cutting, because when you cut them, it will grow even better and nicer. Take those things out. Here you see, for example, it's already under the bush, and it's like too many. This is like cluttered, for example. You don't need all these branches. So what you do is, we're just gonna clean them. But I'm gonna leave a couple of them. Let's see. I wanna leave like 3 branches, for example. First, I'm gonna go shorter over here. That you see over here, the buds, for example. The lower part, I will cut it like this. Here's the top. sometimes I feel very bad. I have to prune my lantana because wintertime it's always go to sleep a little bit, no flower, and then they will come back all at once and pop out. Here you see, like for example, 1, 2, 3, this is the 4th branch, and I don't think I need this. I have to cut one of them, or this, or this, or this, but I think this is the lower part. Maybe I will take, maybe I should cut this part over here, or the lower one. I will cut it because already got thicker, and I don't want that to get any disease. Usually when you cut them, and if it's bigger size than your thumb, you make sure that you'll cover it with the black tar sealer. So what it does, bigger it is, it's much easier for insect to go in. So when you cover it, it will protect. But I want to tell you that you always, when you cut it, make sure that you do it in the winter time when it's dormant. Otherwise, you will see plenty bugs in your fruit trees, and you don't want them. Here's another part over here that I want to cut it pretty short. It's like really clump. Let's cut this way. It's going out of my property, and you don't want them. This one is like going down, which is fine when it's going down, but the thing is, I don't want that to be covered from the sun because the fruit is not going to do any good. So I'm going to do some more, and I'm going to show you the result. All right, now that you see, once I'm cutting it, still there's plenty to cut. Sometimes you have to stand back to see where is cluttered place. Now the bottom part, plenty, I cut it. Now I have to put my leather, and I'm gonna clean the top part because it's too bulky, too much. Like you see here now, plenty I cut it. It kind of gets sun, and it will be airy, and it will bear me very good fruits. Now I have to get up on the ladder, and I'm gonna prune them, and later on I'll show you how much we took it off. The tree is all pruned. You will be able to see the difference between before and after. And now we're just gonna cut this too, so the tree will bear very, very good fruits. So now you can see it. The sun is gonna go through. It will be airy. Bunch of the branches are gone, nice and clean. And I'm gonna show you when the fruits comes. One more thing I wanna say, when you prune your trees, make sure that you clean your nippers, sanitize them, and don't go from one tree to another. In case if there is any little bugs or anything, they won't spread all over. And pick up your branches and make sure that you throw them in a trash, or they will be very, very good firewood. So I think this is very good pruning, and I hope that next year, in couple months, the flowers will start to bloom and will give a lot of beautiful flower. And I wanted to tell you that my kittens, they very much enjoy to sit under the tree or climb the tree. Now this will be easier for them to climb up. So, well, anyway, thank you for watching. You will see the difference before and after. This is how I usually do it, and I can't wait to have the fruits. I think we have to cut one of these, and make sure that when you cut it, always have a buds. Whatever you cut, there is like a little buds, and that's where you cut it. Like you see, let's show over here, like when you cut them, those parts, after it's gone, when you are cutting, let's see, lower part, there is, let me come down and show you here. For example, when you're cutting the branches, you see over here the buds, you can just cut it right there. Always cut from next to the buds. I left it this on purpose to show you. So here the new buds are gonna start to grow, and they are gonna give me good, nice fruits. There we go, there's a buds here, and I'm gonna cut this, and that's how, look over here, the buds are gonna come out. I have to cut this, and let's cut from here too, an angle, and you're gonna have very, very beautiful fruits. So, well, I wanna thank you for watching, and I hope you like this channel, and if you like it, please like and subscribe, and I thank you again. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this channel. I want to thank to all my patrons on patreon.com for their support to make my channel possible. Thank you.